Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 62. Direwolf20's Let's Play of FTB Sky's Expert Mode, where today I'm kind of using some of my biodiesel to speed up the processing of this stuff. Going pretty good so far, actually. Pretty pleased. Yeah, looking good, looking good, looking good. Unfortunately, this jars thing doesn't last, like, super far. You know what I could do? What if I put you in the middle? Can you reach over there? Yes, you can. Beautiful. That kind of works. I like that. I like that plan. All right, so you do that. I like that. That's cool. Okay, so you'll sit there, and that'll be like my conversion of stuff, right? Now, if I'm not mistaken, that might be pretty nice for lapis too, right? Yeah, that's nice and quick. That's beautiful. Not bad at all. I like it. Cool. Hey, I found a neat trick. Hey, you want to know how to make mana steel faster? You can make magically inclined steel blocks with just 2 of each essence. And that's kind of cool. So now that we know, like, drenched steel is easier to make, right? We should have, like, no problem bulk making mana steel for, like, far less effort. Which is kind of cool in my book, right? So, like, let's make a couple blocks of it. And there's a reason I'm doing this. And if you're looking at my to-do list in JEI, you might have a rough idea of why. I decided I wanted to do a little bit of other stuff. Like, there's things that I can do now, because I have Ostrum, that I want to be able to do. And so we're going to be doing some of them. And one of the first ones is going to be, I need to open a portal to Alfheim. And you'll see why in a bit. Promise. There's a reason I'm doing this. I promise. Promise. Okay, so if I got you converted into drenched steel, right, and then we got essences, so we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4 of each. Okay, and then we did half and half, and half and half, and half and half. And half and half. Right? And then you should charge that guy back up now, which is cool, right? He's going to recharge. Love it. And then you can be dropped into Mana Tool. Ah, that's what's up. That is 100% what's up. Dire, why do you need so much Mana Steel? We'll find out in a minute. I might, as a matter of fact, want a new tablet. Cool. Good. Every now and then I do this because, like, the energies are really, really slow. Somebody questioned whether they'd be able to do faster if I could, like, transmit my RF faster. I don't think that's the case. Look how little RF it's sending out. Like, it's really a tiny, tiny amount of RF that goes. So I don't think there's much of a way to speed up these energies too much. I don't think. Well, now that's interesting. That's another way to get these. That's even cheaper. Look at that. Mana powder recipe sequence. And 100,000 RF. Alright. Still, you know, meh. I don't think that's the same flower, though, unfortunately. I don't think it's gonna do much. I should look at a way to get more mana a little bit quicker, but we'll see if I need it. For now, I just wanted to make sure I have a bunch of that. So why do I need so much mana steel? Actually, I need a lot more than that. Not like a lot more than that, but like a lot more than that. So we're going to want 6, which means we're going to want 12 essences, right? That'll be cool. Sweet. So if we look at the terrestrial agglomeration plate and its miniaturization crafting, we're going to need 6 blocks of mana steel. We're also going to need some air crystal blocks, some living bricks, and some lapis. None of that looks particularly challenging. Yeah, the real challenge here is going to be getting all the mana steel. And when I first saw this, I was like, man, that stinks. But then I saw, okay, magically inclined steel. Oh, there's a thing for that. And that's way, like, that's 1/9 the air essence cost. So, like, that's really not bad, right? Like, 100% go that route. Really glad that I stumbled upon that recipe, because for the longest time I was saying to myself, like, man, mana steel is a hassle to craft. But being able to do it in, like, blocks at a time, way better experience. Now, in fairness, that does use, you know, a healthy amount of source. He's borrowing from other locations. Not enough source nearby. You can tick accelerate your source link thing, though. Aha! And that'll get me some extra mana steel, in addition to the 6 that I need here. Okay, cool. So then I need 20 lapis blocks. That, I suspect, won't be a problem. And then I'm going to need 16 living rock bricks. Is that not... Polished living rock. I made a bunch of this off camera too. Okay. And then I need some crystals. We may not have quite enough. So when I was deciding which one of these to remove, I thought, oh, maybe I'll get rid of crushed netherrack. I don't need that much of that stuff. But then I realized the pure crystals are extremely rare. So yeah, probably best. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go convert a stack at a time. You guys can get the job done, right? That should be cool. I like Elemental Craft. It's a fun mod in my opinion. Okay, so I just need a block of each, which is just 9 of each crystal type, right? So that should be easy. And then we can build that, and then we can get, and then we could be cool, right? And I believe it was a mana diamond that I toss in there. Yes. Nine, 9, and 9. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you get my diamond, and now it's time for you. Alright, so building this looks like this. I guess it doesn't matter what goes where. Now what is up with that? Where do the other... Do they go underneath? Yes, they do go underneath. Okay. So it's going to be a plus sign. It was the only blocks I couldn't see. So I was like, it has to be underneath, right? And I can't imagine that there's any particular rhyme or reason to the way this goes. It might be, actually. So let's just match it like that, right? So then to the right would be yellow, then blue, then green. Is that fair? Right? And then the rest of the base would be lapis blocks. And then I got to imagine it's 4 tall, right? So that's cool. Okay. And then the mana diamond. Hooray! I did it right. Woot! And there's your terrestrial agglomeration plate, which is going to need some living rock times 5. And it's going to need some lapis blocks times 4. And then ultimately it's going to need a spark, which I happen to have an extra one of. Alright, so what say we build some terrestrial agglomeration-y type stuff, yeah? Now I could probably sneak this right here, right? Like, there's no reason I can't sneak this right here. This feels like the perfect place for such a thing. Yes. And then you. And then ender pearl. And then diamond. And if I'm not mistaken, terrasteel needs mana diamond, mana pearl, and mana steel plate. See ya, goat. Later. Hooray! Terrasteel. How do we do on mana for that? Not bad, actually. I need 2 more of those. Okay. So then we need 2 more diamonds. 2 more ender pearls. So you're at 16-ish. Yeah, definitely ran out. Not surprised, but that's why we did the mana thingies, right? Hopefully you're going to be smart about picking that up. Because I'm using the Britannia magnet. That should be cool now. Alright, I'll be back once I craft these guys again. It occurs to me what I should do is throw down some more mana pools and make like a little mana bank here. So that over time, like, so my problem right now is that we don't have enough mana pools. And making mana pools should be easy now because, yeah, I can make more mana pools. I could fit a few of these, right? Alright, so check it out. More mana pools. So I moved this dude over to the right, so we'll just craft our terrasteel or anything else we need over here. And then these 3 pools will be an extra buffer. And in theory, I could make that 9 pools or however many pools I want, right? And that should be cool. I think that works, right? We could make that just a large. So like once we fill those 3 up and fill this one up, I might throw down another 3 and let them start, and then we'll have like a huge buffer of mana. That, you know, the goal is that like we're slowly producing mana here, right? And then slowly filling up those pools, but like we don't need to use it all that often, so it's fine to do that. I think that's roughly the plan. All right, so now let's get our Elven Gateway core. So that is going to need some Ostrum plates and some living wood and some terrasteel nuggets. Now, luckily, between episodes, I went ahead and made some Ostrum plates because they are not bad to make. We do need to use nitro TNT though. So Ostrum plates require, unlike the previous one that you could use normal TNT for, but I just went up there and I think I made 16 Ostrum. Is that what I did? Yeah, 16 Ostrum plates. So easy peasy. So then we get 1 Elven Gateway core. Sweet. And maybe we just, like, for, you know, appearance's sake, we align it to this dude. Does that sound cool? I like that. So if you lived here, Elven Gateway core, and then we got some living wood. And then we're going to want 1, 2, 3, and some glowstone. And then you, and then you. And then you, and then you, and then you. Sweet. Okay. And then I think we're going to need, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, 2 more mana pools. I did not realize, but that's correct, don't I? 2 more mana pools. So then we're going to want essence. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then some steel plates. So you. Easy peasy. And then we're going to need Naturor pylons. So let's talk about these guys. We're going to need sentient steel, which is a terrasteel and a cognitive alloy. Okay? So clearly that's going to require making cognitive alloys, which is cognitive amalgams, which is cognitive flux, which is basically half a bucket gets me 2. So let's get 2 buckets worth of this essence. And then, yeah, right? 2 buckets. So 1 bucket would be 2, 2 buckets would be 4. Quartz dust and soul powder. Okay. Do we have any soul powder hanging out? Oh, we do, and we actually have 4. Look at that. Cool. You can make me quartz dust, yeah? Sweet. That'll be enough for now. You can finish the rest as you go. And then we're going to need a couple buckets worth. Can I just bucket straight out of you? Probably not. So I could do mechanical pipes. So how many levels will I lose if I fill that thing up? So we're at 73 right now. If we do this... Well, that ain't too bad. That dropped me down to like the 60s. Oh, all right, that's not terrible. So bing, bang, boom. Now to get this stuff, no heating required. Look at that. So you and you. That's not bad. Cool. And then you can be bulk blasted into the stuff. And then you could get this stuff, right? Shouldn't be bad. Because remember, we need 2 of these dudes. Now, this is an arc furnace with the terrasteel. So I've got 2 terrasteel. This will go into... Oh my goodness, look at all these things. I should probably look at what some of these things do. I have no idea. You and you. It's cool. 1,000 RF a tick for 20 seconds. So I should be able to do that. The one bummer about the arc furnace is I don't know if it's tick acceleratable or... Right? I don't know. Sweet. All right, so now we've got sentient steel. Sweet. Now that, to make a Naturor pylon, and then actually check what this pylon makes. Well, that's not so bad. Okay, that's doable. So we're going to want 2 of them, right? So 4 mana steel. With these dudes. Cool. Okay. And then 2 mana diamonds. And don't be afraid to do that. Cool. Do I still have this thing? I do. You know what I could do? Is we could put that under one of these, right? No harm, no foul. Now we have a way to get that if I ever need it. Okay. So now mana pylon 1, mana pylon 2, and we are good to go. Now to make this to this, we're going to need our sentient steel, the mana pylon. Then we're going to need Eye of Legend and Ostrum dust. So Eye of Legend should be not terrible. So we're going to need 2 of you. And then we need Otherworld Ashes, which is... That's the Otherworld wood, right? So we'll pop over to this area. Why did you not magnet? One, 2. Sweet. And then Ostrum dust. We have plenty of that over here. See? I've been keeping that thing running. Then we're going to want you on top of the... That's funny, you're low on that? How are you low on that? Are we out of water? We are out of water. And the air ones, for that matter. Sweet. We need to keep this thing moving. That's what we need to do. We do need to keep this thing moving. Kind of don't want to, like, void... But we can do that. Yeah, we can come up with something there. But before we do that, what we're gonna do is Earth. So which one of these is Earth? You. Okay, cool. So you need to be this, 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 this. Bing, bang, boom. Is that cool? I think it's cool. Looks like it's doing something. See, particles. Particles are good. Particles are generally good. Somebody's working again. I gather he takes a lot of Earth. It says high amount, so he wasn't lying. Now, in fairness, we have a pretty large buffer in there. Yeah, wow, we are killing it. Hey, there we go. Sweet. Nice. All right. So while we're thinking about that, we get another one of those Starbuckle fluid source link dudes. I could probably, yeah. And then what we could do is we could have biofuel come over here, and then feed the blaze burner, and feed the source condenser, right? That could be cool. So what I would do is put that there. Yes. That seems like a plan. I'd probably put it like... I bet if I put it here... So I could put that there, and then we could put the source doohickey on top of it. And then we could put the ender tank on top of that. No, the ender tank would go here. That should work. I like that plan. And then you can just be a little bit bigger buffer for this area. Yep, that works for me. Okay. But first things first. You. Okay. So there's your 2 Naturor pylons, which was a task, apparently. I guess that's you? Yeah, that's what's up. 3 glimmering living wood. I did that, Chief. I did. You guys saw me do it. Glimmering living wood. Is that the wrong thing? Or is that how you make the portal now? Glimmering living wood blocks. Maybe? Hello, Mimic. What'd I get? I already have one of those. Okay, and then you can go, you know, I'll have you sit here and here. So did that quest complete for me? It did. Beautiful. Sparks and dominance. Sweet. So I could, you know, put you there and give you some dominant sparking, right? Though I don't think I need to. Like, I'll just let it trickle in a little bit. I mean, I could make it dominant. Because we kind of want you to be nice and full, right? Maybe. Do you need the big burst open anymore? Let's find out. And then... maybe you still need the big burst to open up? Yeah, we might need that. So what I could do... get to the point where it has like a decent amount. So about half a pool each. There we go. Now open. Sweet. That's looking good, right? So now we've got our portal open. We can toss our book in there. And that works for me. Nice. Okay, so bing, bang, boom. That's all cool. Now, one of the things I wanted to get was some flux-infused gems, which needs Dragonstone. Have you figured out why I opened up the portal yet? And the reason we want that is in order to get our Ostrum circuits, which are going to be used to make all kinds of important stuff, including the advanced mixer for that matter, because that's kind of cool. We can make an advanced mixer now. I like that. We should probably make that. Do you require a multi-block or no? You do not seem to have a multi-block need. That's cool. That's cool. Advanced mixer is a good time. So we should add that 100% to our list. But like, also, it's going to go towards making our crafting units and the advanced inscriber. So in order to make these, we need flux-infused gems, which needs Dragonstone. Okay? So that's going to be diamonds. Okay? And you are just a smidge low on mana. It's okay, we can help. Alright, you go away, you go away, you go into my backpack. You guys I'm done with for the time being. You can go back into the backpack. You can go away. And that should be cool. Beautiful. That'll help a little bit. But meanwhile, I should be able to maybe... Haha! That'll do. And then you guys can go right in there, right? That's how Dragonstone gets made? Right. Oh, actually, it's crystallized chorus chunks. Never mind. Haha. My mistake. Too used to it. Too used to the normal stuff. I gotta remember to double check the recipes because they may have changed. I very much get into the zone of, I've done this a million times. I know how this works. No, I don't. It's an expert pack. Don't forget, Dyer. Alright, so crystallized chorus chunks requires a mechanical squeezer, so it has to be mechanical. And we're going to need some more proto-chorus, which is going to be quantum fluid, which I have a little bit of, but we can get more. And that is liquefied source plus ender pearl, right? So let's get ourselves... you're my quantum fluid. I'm going to snag you out of here. Okay. You guys... Oh, right. Bucket mode. I'm like, why aren't you shifting? Oh, today I learned you can shift right-click those. Cool. Right, so you're going to be quantum fluid. You're going to be liquefied source and ender pearls, right? Now, liquefied source should not be terribly hard to get. That would be you, sir. You know what? Let's do this thing, since I want to do this thing, right? Let's do that. So what I think I'll do is I'll just get another ender tank, and then we'll get another source link from Star, right? Fluid source link. So it's going to be force gear, invar, and 3, and then a bucket of source, right? So yoink. Invar, source gem times 3, bing, bang, boom, good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and craft. And then you're going to refill. Ha ha ha. Loving it. And then for my ender tank, we're going to want some dandelions to go 1, 2, 3 for me. Cool. Then you're going to sit here. Okay. And you're going to be 1, 2, 3. That should fill you up with biodiesel pretty happily. Now, why only 14 buckets worth? Exceptional question. But let's make sure that you're not connected. Okay. So then we do this. And then you should be making that, zapping it up there, and making that. Cool? So now this is doing two things. One, liquefied source. Two, blaze burner. And constantly keeping both running. Is that cool? I think that's cool. Looks cool to me. You guys are welcome to have your opinion. And if your opinion is that it's not cool, then your opinion is wrong. 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8. So now we'll have like basically an unlimited amount of liquefied source. Cool. And then once this buffer fills up, this will stop using so fast. He's already empty. So what's going on with you? How are you possibly empty? There's no way you're empty, right? I mean, a little bit. Now, in fairness, fluid mixer, here's a question. Hey you, biodiesel. Advanced mixer is a thing? Why, yes, Direwolf, it is a thing. Excellent. I wonder if it's faster than the regular mixer. Because if it is, the problem we just created might already be solvable. But let's do this thing first, right? So you with ender pearls. So in order to get protochorus, quantum fluid, it's... Yeah, we're going to get a lot of this. So ender pearls. 1. Do you need to be heated? You probably need to be heated. That works for me. It's a little bit slow. Could you transfer a little bit faster? Maybe if we used pipes? No, because it's good. Yeah, pipes would gum up, right? Because they would pull the liquefied source out and then fail to insert it in here. And then it would be in the pipe. Because pipe has a buffer, fluid transporter don't. Right? Cool. And then there's your quantum fluid. Now remember, I don't think you can bucket quantum fluid, right? Pretty sure that's a thing you can't do. Too unstable to be bucketable. Use a fluid hopper to transfer it to a tank. Yeah, so no bucketing it, but that's okay. We can solve that problem. Right, what we can do is we can get a tank in a minute here. Yeah, that ain't bad. You do get a bucket per 250, so it's like, you get a lot of it. Alright, let me snag you for a sec. So then we want mineral berries, which I feel like we might have more of somewhere, but if not, I can... Oh, good. Yeah, no, I suspected we would. In fact, I'll take that whole stack. So how much... it's a bucket to make protochorus, okay? So that would be... I have 14 in here. And then I'm assuming you need... Probably... Was this the one that needed to be cold? This is the one that needed to be cold. Okay. And what was cold? Liquid source is cold, right? Is that what we determined? Yes, excellent. Sweet. Hey. Oh, I need more coke. All right, so let me finish crafting this up, and we'll be back. All right, so now what we're going to want is to turn some of this proto-chorus. So if I just drop 1 in here, what do we get? 125? That should be a bucket of liquid chorus. Aha! Sweet. What can I do with you, liquid chorus bucket? You can be used to harden into chorus glass, or block of crystallized chorus in a mechanical drying basin. Does it have to be mechanical? Drying basin says you only has to be mechanical? May have to be mechanical. Well, I've been wanting to make a mechanical one of these anyway. What's involved in that? Some things. Wow, a lot of things I don't have. Needs mineral glass. How are we from mineral? Not great. Good. And then glass times 2. And then buckets. Aha. You got this, Chief? Let's go. And then I thought I saw 4 mana steel. Oh, are you guys out of juice? Yep, makes sense. I'm gonna have to do a better job of making sure that's all cleaned up. Okay. So you should be done now. So if I'm not mistaken, now the only thing left to make you mechanical should be logic circuit. And that works for me. And then I can put you there, you'll get juiced up, and then I do that, and then you're gonna be all, I can do the thing, liquid chorus. Psst, this is the part where, what? That is a troll right there. That's what I'm saying. 1.125 buckets. That's gotta be a bug. I'm gonna report, that's gotta be a bug, right? Like, that can't be real. That can't be real. That's a bug, right? That's a bug. That's got to be not important. That's a mistake. There we go. And then more of you, and then that's cool. And then I can easily get that. Sweet. All right, so now we're cooking. All right, let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. And at that point, it'll be time to make Ostrum. Right? So to get flux-infused gem, we're going to need volatile substrates and dragonstone, right? So how are we for volatile substrates? We could be better, okay? So I'm going to take 8 of these, and remember, these turn into volatile substrates with a 250 millibuckets of volatile redstone, which is you, right? Cool. So that means 2 buckets worth in a fluid encapsulator. With you guys will get me the 8 that I need to turn you and you into that. What I do need to do is make it so that the opposite side of you is allowed to insert dragonstone, but only one at a time. And now you're cooking and making the thing, right? And then for extracts, what is it? Insert on this side? Is that what we did? Oh, that's right. We don't have to do it because you're smart. Cool. All right. Wrapping up point Delta. I sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. get into Ostrum, get into AE, and then we'll be having some good times. All right, for now, take it easy.